if you build out a really strong process, that's going to protect the individual unit and franchise from having a bad undesirable outcomes on the back end, right? And so that's really the same thing when you're building an AI process. It's garbage in, garbage out. And so what you really need to do is you prep the AI up front, right? And you make sure that you set it up so that it's got a lot of you set up the AI with a lot of protections. And so if you set up some guardrails, and what we do is we set up we prep the AI so that it has a lot of facts. We tell it what's true, right? Which is really important. So if possible, you let it know. Like, for example, if we're building a blog post, for example, we tell it the keywords that are important. We tell it the questions that are important. We tell it the links that it wants to include. We tell it, external and internal. We tell it everything that it needs to know to build that article. We tell it the personality. We tell it everything that it needs to have for it to write that content, right? And then we then have a series about 15 prompts that it uses to build layer upon layer to build that article. And you have to feed the information in a really strategic way so that it writes good content.
Yeah, and I know I don't want to dive too far into secret sauce either, right? And like just teach everyone exactly what you guys are doing. But that was one thing that I was hyper impressed with when we started chatting about how you're setting this up, in that you've got layers upon layers of well thought out, planned complexity
Yep.
and quality prompts along the way, where most people I talk to